Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to Season 6, Episode 5 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds United. And today we're playing Brighton in the league and Real Madrid in a top of the group defining Champions League game. But before we get to that, we have got the Brexit update rule on the rules. And it's going to be work permit rules for EU players. So I'm assuming the rules will be the same as they are for non-EU players, which basically means they need to be a current international or it's going to cost you a lot of money. To qualify for a work permit, if they're in a top 10 nation, ranked nation, they need to have played 30% and above of recent matches, which I think it's the last 2 years. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's the previous 2 seasons. If they're ranked 11, the nations ranked 11 to 20, then 45%, 21 to 30, they need to have played 60%, and 31 to 50, 75% at least or more. And if they're outside the top 50, then it's a bit... it's a little bit of bad luck. Or there's the 4 points sort of from the thing here on appeal, and they basically means you have to have spent a lot of money on a transfer fee, or that you need to be paying him a lot of money. So I think what this is going to basically mean for the game is that you're not going to be able to sign young players. So given that we have a really good academy, I'm hoping that will actually benefit us long term, because for club trained players, you're going to have to rely on players coming through your academy, or English players. But mostly the ones coming, unless you want to pay really high transfer fees, you're going to have to come through your academy. So I think, hopefully, that'll benefit us as Brexit starts to kick in here. Now, before we get to today's games, there's 2 to catch you up on since last episode, starting with our game in the Premier League against Leicester City. We took the lead when Zagreb got forward into space before smashing in a shot. And he turned provider in the 32nd minute when he crossed for David Baker. Renier showed excellent determination and composure to score our third late in the first half, before David Baker picked out Jamie Mahoney early in the second half to get his first goal for the club. And we rounded out the scoring when Mariba nodded into Renier's path for him to bend in our fifth. So there we go. What a masterclass of football that was. Back to our very, very brilliant best. Zagreb with a goal. Baker, Renier with a double. Missed a penalty for a chance of a hat-trick. And Jamie Mahoney with his first for the club as well. We really, really did play well in this game. The match stats make it look a lot more even than I think it was. You can see by the player ratings. We were just absolutely incredible. The next game to catch you up on, the last one, is a Carabao Cup 4th round tie against today's first opponents, Brighton. Let's see how we did in the cup. We left it late before Wan-Bissaka crossed for Leao to head us into the next round. So there we go, we did get through. Rode our luck a little bit at times. You can see it was a little bit of a rotated team. Williams Eski played in goal. We gave this guy a game off the bench as striker as well when we were desperate for a goal at the end there. Endow played. So very much just sort of a young team that was sort of a little bit of experimenting, but... yeah, rode our luck at times. They were trying to sit back and hit us on the break. They failed. We eventually, late on 82nd minute, got the goal. That means we're into the quarterfinals, and we have drawn away to Arsenal in that quarterfinal. Quick look at what that means for the league tables. Here you can see with a game in hand, which is this Brighton game, we're 4 points behind Liverpool, 2 points behind Chelsea. So ideally, we'll go and win this thing and keep ourselves right up in that title race. Wolverhampton, surprisingly, down there in 4th, and United, they're starting to close that gap to us a little bit. There's the Champions League group. We'll come back to that in obviously second half of the episode. But if we were to lose and Moscow were to win, second in the group becomes a little bit more interesting again. But I think we've seen from the first 2 games that we played them in the group, we've got those 2 covered, or we should do anyway. And there's our quarter-final draw there, away to Arsenal. Let's have a look at what we're doing here against Brighton, though. We are the favourites. They're a Sean Dyche coach team these days. We have a quick look at his coaching attributes there. And this, if for cup games, anything to go off, it's a banana skin for us, let's be honest. They're a balanced, direct playing style. We don't, unfortunately, have a data analysis report from our game against them, which is frustrating. And the one from Fulham, which we had for the cup game, is gone. So I don't really know. It really annoys me why it just goes away randomly after, if it's not sort of the previous game. But anyway, it is what it is. We are expecting them to come out in the 4-4-2, and we have also got a very big eye on the Real Madrid game. That being the case, I'm taking a little bit of a risk here and not playing a back 3 like I usually would against a 4-4-2. Reason being that they're trying to hit us on the break. They're going to sit back. I really think we're going to need the width obviously in wide areas, but you know what I mean. So Nana in goal. It's Brad Darwich, Sutardine, and Wan-Bissaka as the back four. McCalmont and Bogac go in midfield. It's Under, who we've had to promise more first team football to. He was frustrated at not playing, so we have to give him some game time. So this is that game time. Alina, who is coming back from injury, not really match sharp, but hopefully he'll be good enough to get through this one. Ruiz as well, and then Leal goes up top. So here we go. Everybody is playing as expected. What do we say to this? Jardem says go out there and prove a point today. Can we say something with a little bit of passion, perhaps? What if we say, with a calm voice, the media's been giving you a lot of praise. Go out there, put on a worthy display. Some calm, we have faith. And we'll go out there and hopefully put on that display. Some more of the Leicester performance, please, boys. More Leicester, less Brighton in the cup would be a very wonderful thing for us here. But we'll see how we do. It's a banana skin type of game. Onana with a goal kick. Plays it short for Dean. Dean out there for Wan-Bissaka. I really haven't been convinced by Wan-Bissaka, to be honest. He's not been as good as I thought he was going to be for us. Ball over the top, headed down. And what's going to happen here? A little bit of pressure on the ball, please, boys, would be a wonderful thing. Come on, there we go. Now it's starting to engage them a little bit more. Long ball out there for Rodriguez. Wan-Bissaka gets absolutely done like he always seems to do. And Onana with the save. Considering Wan-Bissaka is supposed to have 18 tackling and be a good defensive player, I just feel like he just seems to get beaten a lot. But anyway, he's playing this one because he's not first choice, isn't he? Bogac. Nice ball, was it? Yes. Oh, and Abel Ruiz has done his man as well. Abel Ruiz cutting infield. What can he do? Can he do a pass? Will he go back? He does go back to Bogac. Bogac finds Brad Darich. No, he doesn't. Just, are we rushing things a little bit, perhaps? I mean, it's still early days in the game. I thought we could have got a better block on that, but we're putting decent pressure on them. Can we get a foot in here? No, Wan-Bissaka beaten again. He's an absolute disaster out there waiting to happen. And I'm so tempted after 3 minutes of this game to take him off, move Johnny Suter out to the right. That is just... Yeah. Maybe I'm being harsh on him. See, positioning is not too bad. Yeah, I think maybe right back is again where we need to look to upgrade. Maybe as soon as January, as a matter of fact. Yeah, he's okay as a backup, but I just wonder if we can do better, or if we need to do better. Bogac back to Bissaka. There it is again. Under back to Wan-Bissaka. Ball for Bogac for Under. Under tackled away. Bogac has it though. Alina with a nice first touch to find some space. He's got Brad Darich on the overlap. He goes himself and straight into the arms of Matty Ryan. All right, come on, boys, come on. The biggest worry I have here is I don't think we've looked particularly great defensively. They've looked as though they have a goal in them, which is not ideal. Mostly down that right-hand side, though. So, again, I do wonder if we take off Wan-Bissaka and get a more sort of solid defensive player out there in Suter. And we have Nathan Wood on the bench. Oh, there's tackled away. Now, what's happened there? Unless that's a red card, we really should have let that play on, ref. Is he going to get sent off? He is, there's the red card. And that helps, doesn't it? Up against 10 men now. For this second half, we will hopefully be able to take advantage of that. I'm going to say, all right, let's go. A passionate. No, they're down to 10 men, so we need to say something about we've been a better team here. Keep going, you'll be fine. I'm not happy. We'll just go with I'll just be a grumpy old bastard and tell him I'm not happy with him. Some calm. We expect a little bit more from you boys. And I think down to 10 men now. We probably want to... We've already playing quite a bit of width. We probably want to... Let's not tell them to do either thing there. We will want to exploit the flanks, won't we? Try and stretch them out. I'm thinking with an extra man, we could probably get away with a counter press now as well. And... Yeah, let's try that. And let's get stuck in as well. Worst case scenario, we end up 10 on 10. All right, come on, boys. Let's get creative. Let's go and stick a goal in this net, please. Under with a corner. It's headed away. We should get to that. We do. Abel Ruiz did quite well there, as a matter of fact. Can he pull the ball back in? A little bit of quality. No, it's tackled away. And it's going to be a... Is he going to send him off? He's going to send him off. They're going to be down to 9 men. That looked harsh. He did go maybe slightly through the back of him. But he is, they're down to 9 men. And just like that, well, now if we don't win, it will be a disaster, won't it? Under, can we make them pay instantly here? Ball to the back post. With Leal that's there. Liao and Abel Ruiz, I don't know why I get the names mixed up. They just seem a little bit too similar for my poor brain. But there we go, a 9th goal of the season for Liao. An assist for Under. Up to second we go in the league. And it was all a little bit simple, wasn't it? They'll be real. I've mentioned Sean Dyche conceding that goal. He'll be absolutely livid. But, yeah, there we go. Maybe still being a little, sort of reorganising themselves a little bit. We've made them pay for that. Let's keep demanding a little bit more. It's a good, I mean, this is a chance, of course, to run up the goal difference a little bit more in our favour here, but it doesn't look like it's happening, does it? We've got a nervous, we'll wait till it happens from this highlight here. McCalmont, I mean, really, we just need to just move the ball around and, you know, wait for the opening to present itself. Liao, that's blocked. McCalmont picks it up to Bogac. Bogac is caught in possession, and I tell you what, if we go and concede a goal against 9 men, I will not be happy. Wan-Bissaka, take your time, mate. Take your time. There's no one anywhere near you. And brings it forward. Is he going to lump it? No, he does a nice short pass like that. Bogac, back in there for McCalmont. 15 minutes to go. I wonder if we get some fresh legs in midfield, perhaps. Patient, but I'd like maybe a little bit more attacking thrust about us. We are still attacking, so, you know, we're supposed to be playing at a high tempo. Maybe we want to play at a lower tempo and just sort of keep possession, tire them out a little bit. I mean, it's a wonderful demonstration of passing. We really should have the allays going, but here we go. Is this, oh, what a passing move. That is Under. Springs clear and can't find the finish. I'm going to say, let's lower the tempo. And I wonder if we do just want to hit early balls into the box. We're going to have a lot of space in wide areas, aren't we? Let's give him some praise. Under with the corner. I'd really like a second goal just as a little bit of security. Oh, there it is. Ask and you shall receive. Liao with his 10th of the season. Under with another assist. It's a real disappointment, to be honest, against 9 men that we've only managed to score 2 goals from set pieces. But a goal is a goal. They don't draw pictures, do they? Just says 2-0 on the scoreboard, but personally, I'm quite disappointed we haven't managed to do a little bit more from open play here. Alright, let's get Turpey on for Under, and we'll put Bogac further forward, and we'll make that change. And McCalmont's looking tired in there as well, so let's get Noah Kenny on for him. Actually, we should have those the other way around. Can Turpey play as an defence playmaker? Alright, Turpey, go and enjoy yourself. Get forward. A couple of minutes to go, and yeah, I mean, let me know what you think in the comments. I think I'm a little bit disappointed we haven't done a little bit more there. We've had the chances, we just obviously haven't been taking them, but I mean, what you can't celebrate that, can you? We're up against 9 men. We'll say well done, but really, we should have beaten them by more, shouldn't we? I mean, at least 4 goals, I would think, against 9 men would be what you would want. But Liao took his 2 chances as well. Well done to him, guys. Wait right there. We will be back for Real Madrid. We go off to Spain. Can we beat the Spanish Giants on their own backyard? Okay, team to face Real Madrid. Onana in goal, obviously. Back 4, we'll want, Zagre and Mahoney as the fullbacks. Wood and Pogranic in the middle. Harry, you writing this down, mate? Well, what do you think you're here to do? Start writing. Come on. Mariba in midfield with Calvin Phillips. Hello? Rob Price, how is my head physio? Oh, what do you mean Phillips was injured? We need him for Madrid. What happened? Okay, welcome back. And as you've just heard, a devastating blow on the eve of the Real Madrid game. Calvin Phillips, 3 weeks, sprained ankle ligaments. He is out of this one, and he is club captain, and he is going to be a very, very big miss against Real Madrid. He runs our midfield for us, doesn't he? So that's a big, big shame. But it is what it is. We'll have to do our best to get by without him. And hopefully manage to get a result here as well. Now, this is the team. Well, it's not the team. This is what we're up against here. We are not the favourites, which you would probably not expect going to Real Madrid. 12-5 we are. So we're not complete outsiders. We've never lost to them. We've beaten them once in the Spanish Super Cup, in the UEFA Super Cup. And we drew them, of course, at home in the first game of this Champions League group stage. We are playing against Zinedine Zidane. He is very, very good. Not a fitness coach, but otherwise not defensive either, but otherwise not too bad. They're a balanced standard playing, so I'll have a quick look at what we're up against here. We are expecting them to come out in the same sort of formation as they played against us last time. They do like to attack down the wings, particularly down the right-hand side. Positional heat map there we can see maybe a little bit narrow. And what we learned, I think, when we played them last time very, very high up the pitch, so we're going to try and play in behind them if we can. There's their passing network and their key passes from their game against Malaga as well. And this is the team that we're sending out. It is Onana in goal. It's Zagreb, Greenwich, Wood and Mahoney as the back four. McCalmont comes in to play the deep line playmaker role in place of Calvin Phillips. Hopefully he can fill his boots adequately for us. Mariba goes next to him. It's Under, it's Renia, and it's Velvake in behind Haaland. We do have Ruiz on the bench if needed, along with Leao. David Baker, very, very unlucky to miss out on this one. We just needed Ruiz because he can cover a number of different positions in behind the striker there. And basically, that's why Baker misses out on this one. I mean, he almost single-handedly, didn't he, turned that game for us at home. But, again, I've promised Under football, so, yeah. Politics has got in the way of Baker taking the field in this one, unfortunately for him. Tell the team expected to pick up where they left off. What do we want to say to this one? Can we go with a little bit of passion? We're good on a good line lately. Go out there and impress me. We've got nothing to lose. No, go and impress me, boys. I'm not going to say we've got nothing to lose because that implies that we're massive underdogs, and I don't think we are. But it'll be interesting to see how we can get on here. When we started to play well in the first game, last episode, we really did play well, and it was sort of down to my own stuff up and not really closing the game out properly that cost us 3 points. And of course, if we got those, I think I've hit get creative just as this highlight started. Of course, if we got those 3 points, a draw here would have been enough to mean we have the group almost topped, given that the strength of the other two teams in the group. So that's a little bit of a shame, but hopefully we can see them off here. A draw, I don't think... draw's going to mean it goes down to goal difference, I think, isn't it? And given that they beat Galatasaray 10-0, yeah, we might struggle to overturn that. But we're only a goal behind them as it is right now. Ball to the back post, and we've got away with one there. Zagreb beaten in the air by Koeman. They are having a lot more possession than we are right now, which isn't ideal. Give it a demand more, see if we can get ourselves a foot in the game. Look at this, we have not been in this game so far, have we? Alright, so what we're going to try and do then is we'll close up these lines and see if we can make it a little bit more difficult for them to keep possession. Did I just cancel the changes there? Is that what happened? We'll go and check after this highlight. Koeman with the ball. Playing around the defender there. Nathan Wood heads it clear. Renia back to Woods. Maybe rather we weren't doing that. But I tell you what, nice calm play on the ball. Mahoney lumps it forward. There we go. Oh, undoes all the good work. Under can't get to that. We put a bit of pressure on the goalkeeper. But yeah, we have not been in this game yet, have we? But half an hour in, I'm trying to think what we can do to change things here. Do we... Because it's difficult to know... You can shoot from there all day, mate. It's difficult to know, is the problem that we're not keeping possession, or is the problem that they are just too good for us and they're not giving us... You know, I mean, we're not... They're just sort of playing around us. Yeah, I mean, the suggestion of what we've seen here is perhaps it's the latter, that they are just not giving us a chance to get the ball. But we'll see here. Everton with another chance. Now, that one is just as wild as the first one. And no, I didn't cancel the changes. So, there we go. Maybe a sign they're getting frustrated. Let's cling to that, shall we? All right, let's take it off work ball into the box, because that's clearly not working. And let's go off exploit the flanks as well. Let's just try and sort of play it as we see it. Yeah, it's not been a great half for us, that one. 6-4 here for McCalmont. He's not really doing what we wanted him to do in there, is he? I'm going to say... Well, you can't say anything other than I'm not pleased with that. The fact that McCalmont's not playing well and he's on a booking as well, that makes me think that perhaps this isn't a game for him. We'll get back out there. We'll give it a demand more. We'll see how we react early minutes of the half here. Ball into the box. Oh, it's bouncing around and we've got away with one there. McCalmont's got in front of it, so he's done something worthwhile there. But I'm thinking we might need to change something here. I'm wondering if we don't pass into space, if that is perhaps an issue. Can we win that ball back? No, we can't. Militao on the overlap has it. Can we get a foot in here somewhere, please, boys? No, Valvake's tracked back, but not being able to get a foot on it there. Oh, just stunning save from Onana. Offside, Jesus, but he wasn't to know that, and we need to make changes because we're just not in this game right now whatsoever. I'm going to say, let's get Turpin into midfield as a ball winner. Just try and just break up their play. Yeah, I think a lot of the other match ratings, it's just down to the fact that we're not getting the ball. So I mean, how can you expect your attacking players to have good match ratings if we're not getting the ball? Come on, boys, let's give it a concentrate. See if we can get something going here. Under's not having the best game out there. We do have Abel Ruiz. We know he can be a game breaker. I wonder with 25 minutes to go if it's up to him. CSKA Moscow 3-0 up over Galatasaray. Now, if we were to lose this game, they would have 6 points. We would have 7. That's a poor pass out there from Onana, and we have not paid a price again. Everton's been playing as bad as as our team has been. All right, what do we do to change this? I wonder if we don't counter press, perhaps. And let's maybe try exploit the middle as well. Anxious and nervous. We'll ask for a little bit more from them. Let's get Leao on the Let's get Ruiz on the field for Under. Gives us one more change, and I'm leaning towards going 2 up top again, because we did that, didn't we? And we took Renier off for Leao in the first game at our place, and we got a goal on the back of that. So that might be something worth considering here. Galatasaray scored a goal. What's going on there? All right, let's make this final change here, and let's get Leao on for Renier, who has just not shown up today. But again, I do wonder if it's just, it's just what it is. We haven't been in this game at all. It's a very, very open-looking 4-2-4. Are we going to pay a price for this, I wonder? Let's hope not. Well, let's hope the price we pay is a go-ahead goal. Onana with a goal kick. Out there for Wood shot, for Pongranic, for Turpey. Turpey for Mariba. What can Mariba do here? He does find Vivake. Vivake has men all around him, but he does still have possession. Nice ball for Renier. Ruiz. It's Haaland. Is there a little bit of magic here? We've done well. Mahoney on the overlap. Ball to the back post. And it's Vivake! And he's nicked it late. Let's cancel the changes. Let's do what we didn't do last time and make sure that we close this game down. And we'll do it properly this time. I shouldn't be doing it from this screen though, should I? I need to be doing it from the tactics screen. Alright, so we've cancelled that. Turpey needs to actually no. We'll leave Turpey on, but we'll take Renier off for Kene. Kene can go in there and just sit there, mate. Sit there and do not move. We want to lower this tempo down. We want to waste time. We want to be more disciplined. Play for set pieces. Let's leave that as it is. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. We want to slow down the pace. We want to close up these lines. Just drop off a little bit. And let's stay on our feet. I feel like if you get stuck in, yes, there's a bigger chance of you winning possession, but there's also a bigger chance of you giving away a free kick. So let's do that. Let's give Kene a little bit of faith. More from that from you tonight, please. And let's get back to celebrating this goal. Our first goal of the season for Valvake. And I tell you what, I think it's our first highlight. We've absolutely offended them here. Mahoney did really well getting forward on the overlap. And what a finish on the volley from Felix Valvake. 1-0 to Leeds United in the Bernabeu. And are we about to go and take the lead in this group? Zagreb stands over a free kick. Valvake has it. Back to Zagreb. How good are we at closing out a game? We're about to discover it, aren't we? Onana has the ball. Onana gets forward there for Turpey. For Mariba. Back for Turpey. Back to Kene. Turpey. Kene. Over the top. He's found Haaland. Erling Haaland. Has he got a finish? Yes, he has. And it's 2-0. And we've snatched it late on. Haaland with his 10th of the season. Noah Kene with the assist. And it is 2-0 Leeds United. And we barely deserve it, to be honest. We barely deserve it. And it looks now comfortable. What a night for Leeds United in Madrid. What a finish that was from Haaland. Never looked like missing, did he? Where was this Erling Haaland in the first season that we had him? We do come straight back. Real Madrid, well, surely they're not going to score twice. Surely not. Let's see, can we get... Maybe we're going to score a third. Here we go, look at that. The midfield looks a lot more compact. There we go. It's what we didn't do at Leeds when we were playing at Ellen Road, isn't it? Mariba again. It's Haaland again. Are we going to get 3? Are we? Hell yes, go on, boys. Suddenly it's 3-0. We're destroying Real Madrid. They're falling to pieces at the end. And Haaland has 11. Mariba has an assist. We'll give him some praise now. And this is... Well, where was this for the first 84 minutes of the game? 85 minutes of the game. We flicked a switch and we've destroyed Real Madrid 3-0. That is now us sitting 3 points clear atop the group. And we've just, well, a little bit of damage done to their goal difference as well. I'd almost look at that. An absolute robbery. 39% possession. And somehow we've managed to win the game 3-0. And we've done it all in the final few minutes. That was very, very special, boys. Well done. Well, hands up if you saw that coming after 84 minutes. I certainly did not. Young Leeds United shine against Real Madrid 3-0 in the Bernabeu. What a masterclass that was of counter-attacking football at the end there. And if you have a quick look at the league table, look at that. 4 points clear. We've got just the two easy beats, I guess you would call them, wouldn't you really? We've got a +5 goal difference over Real Madrid, plus the head-to-head. We would really have to go some now not to top this group. And the Premier League's not looking too bad either, is it, guys? Well, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time for... I think we will beat Galatasaray and beat Galatasaray quite comfortably. So what we might do is come back. Oh, here it is here. Here's your episode. Away to Moscow in the final group stage game of the Champions League. And then away to Liverpool in the Premier League. That is a already potentially title-deciding game. It's going to be a bit of a gap between now and then, but we should be fine. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.